we will record and we will start with this new chapter of puppet training. So, as everybody know, puppet training is we have the aim from the Professional Training Commission of turning the spotlight on training in puppetry arts. So for that, we have different meetings with directors of different programs, and well, to know a little more and in a more close way what happened in the different programs, and knowing better the teaching, how they teach, their philosophy of teaching, well, the learning methods, the admissions criteria, and the specializations and the kind of qualification offered. So because also we put this on the website late in the YouTube channel linked to the UNIMA webpage. We have many students or graduated students that ask and look. So another part of the meeting will be to talk also about if there are some kind of procedure to have if they have the possibility of bourses, of scholarships, or somehow how to apply to go there, or how much it costs, or blah, 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 blah. So many informations that we can talk directly and ask to the professional, the directors, the teachers of each different program. So today it's a big honor for me to present a wonderful school in Bercho in Switzerland, and which is the Accademia Dimitri. And we are lucky to have here Pavel Sturax and Anna Gromanova. Anna is the pedagogical director of the Accademia, of the Academy, and Pavel is the main teacher of well, he will present himself, but they have a master in incredible and very, very good master in physical theater and with objects and puppets. So yeah, without talk so much, I ask, please, Anna. Thank you. Pavel, thank you. The word is yours.
Thank you very much, Tito. So if you allow me, I will start. So first of all, thank you very much for your time, because time is really pressure in this time, and before the Christmas even more. So thank you very much that you joined this meeting, and I would like to thanks a lot to Tito to have this possibility to present our school with this format. So how we prepared the presentation, on you to know. So we decided to very briefly inform you about the history of the school, and then I will inform you a bit about the bachelor degree, and then we will go to the master degree, when we will go a bit more to the details and to the puppet training. So I would start. Accademia Dimitri, if maybe Pavel, you can move the slide, please, be so kind. Thank you. The Accademia Dimitri was founded in 1975 by Jakob Müller-Dimitri. You can see him on the photo with his wife, Gunda Dimitri, who is behind him. And he founded the school with Richard Weber. He was the Czech performer who performed in Divadlo na Zábradlí in Prague, and he was the main engine how to fulfill the Dimitri's wish to create the school. how you can see, so the school was founded in 1975, and they started like a private school with few students and with few teachers, and they try to adapt on the needs of students, and they did not have like a solid program or the schedule, and they worked most on circus arts and pantomime and acrobacy. Then how the school was developed during the years. So in 2005, the school was recognized by the Canton Ticino, and it means that very soon in 2006, the school was affiliated to the university. It's a University of Applied Science and Arts in southern Switzerland, and we began to be affiliated school, what means that from the private school, Accademia Dimitri changed to the public school supported by Canton and SUPSI and the federal government. Then after the federal recognition, we created the Bachelor of Arts in Theater, like a program with a diploma. And then in 2008, we developed the Master of Arts in Physical Theater. What Pavel was a part of this process. He was one of the founder of the Master of Arts in Physical Theater. And then in 2020, there is a Teatro di Figura, so like a Figura Theater, from material, object, and puppet theater. And in 2021, there is another focus we developed, and it's applied theater practice. I would like to add that there is not only in our school this practical bachelor and master degree, but we even have another two departments, which is the advanced study, Formazione Continua, and then the research and services. We really try to make the bridge between departments, and we use the knowledge from the research and services to support our focus applied theater practice here in Ticino, in Canton Ticino, or in Switzerland. Then I would like to say that the school has this very big heritage of Dimitri, which we still in some moments are keeping in our bachelor degree. It means that we have the blocks of the clownery or clownentre or commedia dell'arte, but mainly the study is based on physical theater. How you can see the photo, so our school is based in Verso. It's a very small village 6 kilometers far from Locarno, from Lago Maggiore, and it's a very small village. And why here in Verso? This I would like to tell you, because Dimitri himself, he was living in Ascona, which is very close city nearby Verso. And after the demolition, the theater in Ascona, he bought some properties here in Verso, and he built the theater there in 1983, the Teatro Grande, where he started to make his own productions. He performed even before, from 1971 in Piccolo Teatro, which is nearby Teatro Grande, and all these premises are now used by Accademia Dimitri. Now you can see the main building with the offices of Accademia Dimitri, where I'm sitting now. This house you can see, and the house who is on the right side, there is this Aula Grande when our students have the classes, and there are the offices too. How you can see there are already the audience, because we make the presentations, and some of them are open for the public, because we would like to be open for the community here in Verso. The bachelors are another venues. There are the three aula here in Verso, and plus Piccolo Teatro, una palestra, where is the lesson of acro are going on, and the Teatro Grande. Here you can see the big theater. In the beginning, when Dimitri built the theater, there were 240 seats, and now we have only 200 of them. In this theater, we are making the final presentation of our BA degree, because our bachelor students finish with the diploma works and they have 3 diploma works, which is the individual work called LIF, Lavoro Individuale, Fine Formazione, then LCFF, which is the Lavoro Collettivo, it's collective work of Fine di Formazione, and then Varieté. For Varieté and for LCFF, we always invite a professional director who is making this final performance with the students. Last year, we had like a director for this Lavoro di Diploma, Cristiana Morganti, who is the ex-dancer of Pina Bausch. And for Varieté, we invited the director from Le Diptyque company, who are our ex-students who studied bachelor degree at Accademia, Dimitri. Maybe I will talk very briefly about the piano di studi, like a study plan for the BA. It is mainly the regular classes, which are focused on the physical and mental development of the student. All of them, when are going through the big change, physical and even the mental change during these 3 years, because they have the lectures every day from 8:30 until 4, and then they continue from 6 until 7:30 with some optional courses or with some lectures, special lectures, cultural lectures, organizing for them, or the Italian language, or the makeup classes, or the management classes. So their days are quite long. The study is focused, how I told you, on developing the physicality of an actor. Every day they have the dance classes, the acro classes, then they have the impro classes, canto classes, the scenemute, the basic of acting, rhythm, then the voice, of course, the singing, we have the choir. So there is this basic art of an education with very strong focus on the body and on the performer skills. So very briefly, this is for the BA, and I would now give the word to Pavel to first of all, we will like to show you the short movie, which was created only for this occasion, because we wanted to show you the temporary situation on our school. It has around 5 minutes. So thank you, Pavel.
L'Accademia Dimitri è una scuola che ha una lunga storia. È stata creata proprio qui, a Verso, nel 1975, da artisti, il clown Dimitri, sua moglie Gunda, e l'attore mimo Richard Weber. I 3 erano uniti da un sogno, quello di creare una scuola che avesse sotto lo stesso tetto un ampio ventaglio di discipline e che potesse quindi offrire a giovani artisti e artiste una formazione completa. Oggi l'Accademia Dimitri prosegue su questa linea e forma performer in grado di esprimere attraverso il loro corpo i temi e le attualità del mondo contemporaneo e di offrire poi le loro competenze nei più diversi campi della società e al territorio.
What do we offer on a BA degree? It's the regular classes and then the blocks. And through these regular classes and the blocks, you will go through the big physical and even mental exchange. And you will make like result 3 beautiful performances in the end of the year. One is the individual presentation, which you will create by yourself. And then it's common work called LGFF, and then the Varieté, when you will work with all your colleagues. And then you will make a tournée to present all these beautiful things you gathered during the study here in Switzerland or in Rome. And on our master degree, the study is composed by different blocks where our internal teachers are teaching or the external experts who we invite according your needs, because what we try to is to individualize and personalize the program which you would like to study. And we have 3 different focuses. First is the physical theater, the second one is the object and material theater, and then the applied theater practice. You will go through all these 3 blocks, and then you will dedicate all your time to the creation. First, under the leadership of our teachers, then in the groups, and then you will finish the school with your own final master presentation, which can be presented in the theater, or like an open air performance, or like site-specific performance. Everything's
Ich heiße Andrea Herdeg und unterrichte Tanz an der Accademia Dimitri. Im Bachelorstudiengang spielt der Tanz eine sehr wichtige Rolle. Nicht um Tänzerin oder Tänzer zu werden, sondern um den Körper zu schulen, zu trainieren, um sich mit Tanz und Bewegung auf der Bühne ausdrücken zu können. Die tägliche Arbeit beginnt bei uns immer mit dem Körper. Egal ob Akrobatik, Musik, Stimme, Improvisation oder Maskenspiel, es geht immer um den Körper.
Io mi sento tanto cambiata come persona e come performer sicuramente. La mia presenza è cambiata e anche i miei gusti. Adesso quando vado a teatro e vedo attori che recitano solo con la parte superiore del corpo, non credo più a quello che dicono. Vedo invece e preferisco vedere performer che vivono con il corpo, che sono presenti dalla punta dei capelli fino a sotto il pavimento. E quello che cerco nel teatro è questo. L'essere, lo stare.
Mi chiamo Marco Valerio Montesano, ho 26 anni e sono un attore. Io mi sono diplomato a Roma all'Accademia Silvio D'Amico, quindi una scuola di teatro. E sono venuto alla Dimitri per ampliare un po' l'orizzonte artistico. Ero interessato da sempre agli studi fisici, che avevo già fatto nel mio bachelor di commedia dell'arte, training, biomeccanica. E sono venuto qua per questo, per approfondire. Quello che ho trovato a Bersho è stata soprattutto la multidisciplinarità e la multiculturalità dell'ambiente. È molto proficuo lavorare con gente che viene da mondi diversi e quindi ognuno con la sua esperienza ti aiuta a crescere artisticamente ma anche umanamente. C'è stato anche un interessante approfondimento teorico e teoretico dell'arte teatrale per me, con Matteo e Richard, e invece a livello tecnico, artistico, performativo anche con Raul, direi soprattutto.
Thank you very much. I think it was a big problem with the sound because there is a music, but it was not hearable. Maybe I will only add one thing, that the bachelor degree is in Italian language and the master degree is in English language. So the students who come for the bachelor degree, even from different countries of Europe, They have very intensive courses to learn Italian, and after 3 years, they are really speaking Italian very fluently. And the master degree is in English. So, Pavel, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, thank you very much for Tito and UNIMA to organize this beautiful event. We are really happy, so we can present the program of MA study in Accademia Dimitri. And as was described by Anna already, and as you could see in the short video, what is the most important and what we always rely on, what somehow goes through all departments of our school and research, is human body. So I would say that in the center of our pedagogy is human body. And then, of course, the logic question is what it has to do with the puppet, material and object. My name is Pavel Štourač, and I have been director of continual theater for more than 30 years. Continual theater we found with my wife Helena in 1992, shortly after graduation in Prague Academy of Performing Arts, where we have studied stage design and puppetry. And when we were very young, around 20, big changes happened in Europe. Berlin Wall fell, Velvet Revolution in Prague happened, and it gave us the opportunity to study, visit, and learn the European content of the theater, which before, during socialistic regime, was really not possible. And we found continual theater as a laboratory, as a space, as an organism for researching life experience of human in contemporary society with reflection of their history, focus on the body and puppetry. So the programs of my own company and Accademia Dimitri are really very close. Maybe that's why I was invited by Corina Vitale, the former head of the school, in 2008 to direct a theater piece with bachelor students, their graduating piece. This what Anna described. There is one piece that is a graduating piece, and collective work under the direction of invited director is always one of this. And I was invited in 2008. Shortly after, Corina Vitale invited me again, but not to direct, but to collaborate on the formation of the master program, which was set up at 2008. And in that time, it was quite new phenomenon in European schools. So our basic question was what this MA should be, what this master program should bring more than basic bachelor studies. And there were years of really very elementary searching what the program should be for, what kind of students we invite, what profile of graduating students we can offer. And we basically ask, should be master student or master graduate better actor than bachelor students? And we said, no, this is not the point. The bachelor students received skills based on the composition. They are, from craft point of view, prepared for their career to be interpreters. And we try to formulate the master study as program dedicated for the people who don't want to be only actors, but also creators. And from Italian word creator, creatore, and actor, attore, we combine an ideal profile of the alumni of our school, creatore, creative actor. In very first years, mostly focus was on the program, the focus of the program was on the project of the students. They had some supportive classes, workshops, coaching, but mainly the program was dedicated to create their own master program. And with the years, slowly established a pool of teachers, internal teachers. We were three: Corina Vitale as a head of the master, Ricard Valle, the theoretician and dramaturgist, and me as a practitioner. Till 2015-16, we were able to establish the structured program based on the combination of human body, visual parts of the performance, based on this long tradition, uninterrupted tradition of theater that is passed from body to body. And I would like to show you one video that was created in 2016 and which I think represent the best our activities and resulted in the theater performance that I directed with the master students. The period from 2016 till 2020, when Master of Art in Puppet Theater was established, was a time when there was very strong interest of the students in puppet and material. So even though without imposing the topic or classes, except of mine, which is called Physicality of an Actor and Physicality of a Puppet, based on Kleist and Craig ideas, there were no specialization in puppet. But nevertheless, the students found the beauty of the material and puppet and objects in their work, still under the frame of teatro fisico, under the frame of physical theater, and they start to integrate it, the objects, material, and puppet in their work, which led us clearly to the question, okay, should we integrate this as a part of regular study, kind of specialization, or bring the puppets into the consideration of the pedagogy? And answer was, of course, yes. In 2020, we enlarged the original program of physical theater for extended focuses. We call it Teatro di Figura, which includes material, puppet, object, and puppet theater, and also third specialization or focus, if you like, it's theater, it's applied theater praxis. And these three specializations now form very coherent program where students are taught or coached in first year together with individual focuses, and in third and fourth semester they are going more to devise and individual work. We found it very interesting, and here I am coming back by the arch backward to my basic question: what puppet has to do with the physical theater? We understand the body and material in very broad sense in our pedagogy. Of course, it's about the human body. Of course, it's about humanity. The question is how this humanity, how this body is represented. And here we found very clearly the combination of the human live body and unanimated matter that through animation, through art of animator, become to be alive, or give us a notion that all material is alive, and in aspect, in wider, let's say, social context, where students coming from different area with different question. So, of course, the basic question of our pedagogy is what to teach them, how to construct the pedagogical process, because they are aware of the social needs of the temporary theater. They don't want to do only aesthetic or entertainment. They want to integrate their praxis in the hope of changing society. So all these three areas where the theater performance and pedagogy start from body to body, integrate the surrounding material, and integrate surrounding topics or questions of temporary society. So this create all the, let's say, uniqueness and base of our program. In 2021 or 2, we were very lucky because new building of the school was reconstructed or rented for the master program. Usually it's 6 kilometers from original building in Verša, the village called Avenio in the Vala Maggia, close by Valley, and industrial complex turned into the laboratory, atelier, and rooms for observing human body and material. About program of the master in physical theater, puppetry, and applied theater praxis, just briefly to understand the structure. The program consists of 4 semesters, and students can gain 120 credits, which we successfully achieved this year because we found it very important for European and worldwide recognition. If students want to continue their study for PhD, for the 3rd level, they need, in many universities, 120 credits, and we were successful in the accreditation this year. So this we can offer the students, and basically these 4 semesters are divided as following. First semester, students get blocks, which we call focuses: focus of physical theater, focus of figurative theater, and focus of applied theater praxis. 3 main core teachers, which are me, Raul Vargas, Matěj Horo, Marek Turošík, and Anna Gromanova as the head of the master studies. Those teachers are responsible for the program. After first semester, in second semester, there are courses led by Matěj Horo, who is more focused on the theory, seminars, history, together with Marek. And main block in the second semester is a block that we call artistic research, which is 6 weeks block, led by me and Raul Vargas. we usually work with the mythological story, and the main objective of this course is to find a theatrical translation, be it in the puppet, material, object, or body, theatrical translation of the story to the theater stage. Students are coached and followed by Marek practically every week. So as me and Raul are main teachers, but we are not living in Warsaw. We are joining the program only when we teach. Marek is responsible for coaching students, so they have a integrity of the reflection, feedback, and of course, on this reflection and feedback, we try to adapt the program, because this is one of our main interests, to not, which differs also from bachelor study, to really individualize the program, because every student, and we hope, comes with some idea, but the pedagogy of our school give him some changes. We strongly believe that this happen. And if these changes are happening, it's very important that there is always like person referent point for the students that they can consult with their questions regarding study and art. Third semester start with a subject that we call dramaturgy of physical theater, which could sound so like paradox, because with dramaturgy we always are connected, or we connected with mostly with the text, but how to do dramaturgy of something what doesn't have a text, or at least written. So through these 3 weeks, the students observe the basic problematics of dramaturgy and composition of physical or puppet visual theater, which then continue with their own project called Devised Theater project, where 8 to 10 students, which are in each year, divide into 3 groups by 3 or 4 students, and they are fully responsible for their creation. Me, Raul, and Marek, sometimes Anna, join them and consult with them the outcomes during the process. They have from 2 to 5 observation, feedback, and then they present their piece, for which they are author, directors, and creators, or actors, pardon, creatores, in first week of December. And then there comes the highlight of their study, which is the 4th semester, for which they have to create the dossier, the description of their individual project, then create the project, then present it, and then write a thesis or a reflection thesis about whole study with the aspect of their individual project. This individual project usually means that they don't need to be alone on the stage. The conditions are that it's their project. It's their project from the point of authorship, direction, and interpretation. Of course, they can hire or ask for help their classmates or invited artists, but main responsibility is there. It's not possible that they invite the director who direct them on the stage. This is not what is possible. They have to be really fully responsible for the project, and then they finish their studies with the reflection of their artistic work. Just to say a little bit about environment of the master study, what we can say about it, it's clearly international, it's multicultural, it's a multi-international environment. As you saw in the names of our teachers, there is no one Swiss. Anna is Slovak, as well as Marek. Mathieu is French, I am Czech, and Raul is Colombian. As well as students, we have, in this year, we have 2 or 3 students from Switzerland, but otherwise we have students from South America, or from both Americas, from Africa, from Asia, from Europe, from all countries of Europe. So far, we didn't have one from Australia. So this is our aim for next decade. Anyway, this international environment is something what create a unique atmosphere, because I understood it in very first early years when we start to talk in the lesson of dramaturgy about theater. I understood that with this group, with this team of students, I have to drastically reorganize my thought and totally change my paradigm about what theater is. Because for South American, it's something totally different than for African. And we are simply have to leave this, let's say, post-colonialistic idea that the Europe is the beginning of everything. We found in the conversation and in the social, political, and cultural background with our students that there is big question mark if we start to talk about theater. So I would say that our pedagogy is not based on the teaching. It's still pedagogy, because pedagogy doesn't need to be only teaching. Pedagogy is mostly learning for me. And learning is how students achieve the information, how they achieve experience, how they arrive to the self-confidence to find their own way. And for this, I would say we don't teach too much. We consult, we are partners, we are consultants, we are sparring partners, we are one who provoke. And through this, we hope that students arrive to the position where they leave the school and they are self-confident, or at least more self-confident than they were before. They are basically orientated in the field of art, but also in the field of contemporary social, political, and let's say ecological situation. They have tools to go with their praxis, to not finish as one who is always asking for subvention or who is waiting for opportunities or attending dozens of castings, but those who are leaving the schools with clear idea what is the theater they want to do, what is their own specific theater for specific people, and they, we hope, have enough tools to make it possible. The program is still developing. It's very difficult. I found it as very beautiful and challenging opportunity to make this presentation, because what was valid 10 years ago is not anymore valid. What was valid 1 year ago is not anymore valid. But there are still some, let's say, principles, some fundamental ideas that are in the fundament of this program. And I hope I at least succeed to pass it to you a bit. With the new opportunities and enlargement of our specialization or focuses, if you like, we also found many possibilities to collaborate with other universities, schools, which gives a training in the puppetry. And we also try to bring our students. So just for example, we collaborate, we are in close contact with Ernst Busch School in Berlin, in puppet department of Warsaw University in Białystok, and of course in Prague Department of Puppetry and Alternative Theatre DAMU in Czech Republic. And as I told you in the beginning, I am in my let's say active artistic work. I am theater director with international company. So it has been a practice in last years that some students who are interested to meet me not only as a teacher but as a theater director join our continual theater activities, which we organize every summer, which called summer project or site-specific project, where we always go to the non-theatrical spaces and create, based on the history of the space, contemporary social situation and history of the people who work and live in that places. We create a theater performance with students from all over Europe and also from our students from master study in Warsaw. So in very end, just few photos from of our students participating in a creative site-specific project of continual theater.
Maybe I would like to add that how you can see that there are like main teachers, but of course we are inviting external experts who are making the special workshops for our students on the master degree, and even some of them on the bachelor degree. And we always reflect the needs of the students and the direction of the students. We really try to individualize and personalize the study. So Marek, who is the coordinator of the MA degree, so he has this discussion with our students, and they always have the digestions of the workshops they went through, and then they decide during the study what kind of direction they would like to follow. So we reflect their needs to choosing the external experts to make the workshops, and of course we try to help them to with the mobilities outside, or with some projects to send them to do what they really want to do. And maybe with the Ernst Busch Schule, what is the cooperation to only stress this our interest in puppetry, in the connection with the physical theater. So we created the project. It's a pilot project where the first year of the puppeteers from Berlin, they are collaborating with the first year of our bachelor students. And we already set up 10 activities during the 3 years where they have the place to meet and make the common projects or the research or the laboratory. And then the main aim is that they will create this final diploma works together. What I was talking during the bachelor degree, that our students have this individual performance and the collective performance. So we think that they can create it all together. And then, of course, our students from the master degree, they already have been in Berlin to take some workshops in some specific skills or some specific needs they want to. For example, now one of our students is going to Ljubljana, to the puppet theater, to co-create the project with the director in the National Puppet Theater. So there are the connections and international nets we try to use to support the study of our students. Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Wow. I would love to start again and go to that school.
Me too. Me too.
Wonderful. It's wonderful to hear this kind of philosophy of learning, not learning, sharing knowledge. It's a kind of living. It's a kind of great. Thank you so much for that presentation, dear Pavel, dear Anna. Thank you very much. Thank you. I want to, yeah, it's so inspiring. So I want to open, if you agree, to open everybody if there are some questions or comments. And but first I will ask Pavel to quit the sharing. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So if you agree, well, we are open to, please raise your hand and we start to dialogue. If there is some questions or some comments or Lisa, please.
Yes, thank you for introducing your program. I also feel the urge to instantly come. No, yes, I'm interested and curious whether you have like places where people can craft and workshop for, because you were talking about material theater, and yeah, how is the situation like in the place and area.
Yeah. Anna, should I answer?
Of course, yes.
Okay. So at this building, new building in Avegno, in this industrial zone, as you could see, there are many spaces. And of course, it was my first demand to create an atelier, a workshop for the puppeteers to be able to craft the puppet. So there is basic equipment for creating puppets. We have to consider the fact that it's not full, how to say, full specialization for the crafting and constructing puppets. So, for example, wood crafting would require totally other equipment and reformulation of the program. But anyways, through the different courses with me or invited teachers from different fields, they have possibility to acknowledge the basics of the construction of the puppets, mask, or object connection. And for this, they have atelier equipped with the basic tools and properties. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. So Beth, please. Beth Bado from Brazil.
Hi.
Hello, bye.
Buenos días, queridos. Un momento que está dando. No, no está fechado. Bueno, disculpen, el problema técnico.
No problem.
Nos achó muy interesante la perspectiva, la mirada, dónde formar y cómo. Como vivo en Brasil, me gustaría saber, porque no comprendí, mi inglés es... ¿Cómo se banca esta institución? ¿Cómo es financiada? ¿Por la plata, la guita de los estudiantes, con dinero público, con dinero personal de Pavel y los otros? ¿Cómo eso se sustenta ahí? Esa es mi duda.
Okay.
Yes,
maybe-
I understood how the school is financed, no?
Yes, yes.
So the school is financed. We get the budget from SUPSI, how we are affiliated school of this Swiss university system. And of course, we got some money from Canton Ticino and some support from Confederation. So, but of course, our students can get some support from different foundations. There is a big possibility because we have some nets, some connections with the foundations who are supporting our students. And in these days, we are searching for the padronati che supportano nostri studenti come persone individualizzate, that they support our students like private people. So we are searching for this way to support our students too. So yeah. So there is the difference between the financing of the school and the difference how the students can get the money to study here. Yes.
Mm-hmm. But the students need to pay something for...
Yes, the one semester cost 1,200 Swiss franc, with this the equivalent for the euros now. Yeah, this is the reta. And first half a year, the students has to have the possibility to pay. But for the next semester, there is already the possibility to get some support, but we cannot guarantee it because it depends what kind of background the student has, if he already studied and had some bachelor degree, because every foundation has the different rules to apply for. That's why we are now searching for these individual donors who can take care for the students.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Jap, please.
Yes. what are the qualifications there for the students when they enter the school? Do you have to have any previous experiences or qualifications?
Yeah. So for the master studies, I would say, then Anna will maybe describe for the bachelor. For the master studies, we ask for having a BA title from other theater school, or certificato of graduating some course which are comparable to BA studies. If the student doesn't have a BA studies, they must prove that they are somehow experienced. So, for example, what can substitute the BA study is some years in professional company, or being in the productions. So serious interest on the theater.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say that many, I mean, there are, I forgot to tell where from where the students come to MA study. So mostly it's wide basket of the areas. Some come from circus, some come from traditional theater study, some comes from the dance, some comes from the puppetry, or some comes from the street theater, for example, or circus company praxis, or dancing company. So it's very wide. Also, the range of the age range is very big. The youngest students we have now is 22. The oldest we ever have was 51. So it's either students after the bachelor studies or after some years of praxis, or quite often we had already, I think, 6 or 7 students who somehow start a second career after being 20, 30 years in praxis of the theater, and somehow needed to come back to the roots, to the origins, and to somehow requalify and to study something else than what they know, some kind of professional burnout. So that's why I understand I would go to study immediately if I could, to be honest.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Any other questions?
Sorry, hello.
Hello.
Farima.
Yes, Farima. Thank you very much for talking, dears. Your talk was very useful for me. I'm Farima, master's student of the Faculty of Tehran, Faculty of Art in Tehran, University of Iran. Puppet theater, I'm studying in puppet theater and master's degree. In my undergraduate studies, I studied ritual puppet and folklore, and my project is about an old woman who used to tell stories and make puppet for characters of the story. I performed the patient puppet theater, and I'm working on a scenario thesis on Mandaean religion, puppet in Mandaean religion. Most of my activity in my faculty has been research on folklore theater. Globally, I research Indian vidushkas and translate text from Indian mythology. I also research the Vietnamese folk theater, Marionnette, and I prepared a book titled How to Make a Vietnamese Puppet for Tehran University of Iran. And I'm nice to meet you, my teachers. My name is teacher Salma Mohseni, and in the meeting, I say Salma Mohseni is my teacher. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much for talking, dear. Thank you.
Thank you, Fatima. Is there another comment, another question?
Good evening, sir.
Hey, hello, good evening.
Good evening. This is Reddy from India, sir.
Hello, Reddy.
Hello, hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, I am from India, sir. I'm also a part-time puppeteer. And I like your program very much, sir. It is very interesting and very motivating. Always, whenever you make any this type of meeting, how will come to know this meeting is being organized by you like that?
Sorry, I didn't hear well the question. Can you repeat, please? I didn't get the last words. Question.
Sir, whenever your meeting will be there, how we will come to know that this type of meetings are there? We can learn something from you. You are really very good puppeteers and all. So how we will come to know that these meetings are being organized? How we can join? Today, luckily, one of my friends told me that today there is a meeting for puppeteers there worldwide. Then I joined. It's really very interesting.
Thank you so much, and hope we will be happy to meet and to extend our sharing internationally and intercontinentally. So if you will have an opportunity to visit us in our school, or maybe we can find a way how to visit India and share our ideas there, we will be very open to this. And thank you for your participation.
Sir, how I can get your numbers? How I can contact you if in non-working times or like that?
You can contact us through our website. Maybe Anna, you will write to our chat the address. It would be the best, I think. And on our web page, there you can find all our contacts. And I will share here also my personal contact. So yeah.
Okay, then this is my puppet. He's my friend. Hi.
Yeah, grazie. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. So, Isabella.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a pity that I couldn't come earlier to see the presentation. And first, I would like to know if this presentation will be available, that we could see it through the link, some links.
Yeah, yes. It would be... Sí, vamos a ponerla en el YouTube, Isabela. Te envío luego el link. Sí.
Okay. And another question that I would like to ask is how the school get the people who support it? How is it? How they do that?
I mean, fundraising and public support.
Yes, but you said that also there is some people who support, like not just association or foundation, but also people who support it. Or
This
no?
week, yeah. This we started now, and we try to go further with it. And for example, now we had a presentation of the device group project where we have the Palestinian actor, and we invited the people from Palestine, which you know that they have some foundation here, and they came to see the performance, and they immediately support this person. So we really try to connect it already with the performances or with the specific community here in Switzerland, with the people who are studying here, because there are the communities from the different countries, and how our program on a master degree is very international. So we try to get in touch with these communities and with the foundations who has the connection with the states and the countries where our students are from. So we use the different ways how to search for it. because it cannot be like the general as okay, donate our students, but it has to be based on very personal connection. So we have a special collaborator for this fundraising and for this kind of support. And this our collaborator is dealing with all these things and make a research and find a way how to support the students and of course the school. Yeah.
Okay.
But all this support is mainly for the living in Switzerland and for the pay, this reta or this tassa for the study. Because for the performances our students are doing, they get the money from the school. We, like a school, we give to the students the money to create the device group project, and we give them the money to create the final master production. So this is supported. What they really need to have money for, it's to survive in Switzerland and to pay the fee.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome.
Okay. Any other questions or comment? Yeah, Gavin, please.
Hi. Hello. Thank you very much. It's been very interesting for me to listen to your talks. I have a question about you mentioned that you might invite other teachers in to come to run workshops or work with the students for MA or bachelor's. How does one do that? Is it like for example, I'm interested perhaps to propose myself to run something. Could I just send you a dossier of the things that I do, or how does that work?
Exactly this.
Yeah,
if you are kind of collaboration, we are very happy and very open. Yeah, so of course any proposal of collaboration is very welcome, and usually there are 2 or 3 blocks where we do invite the teachers. It could be the basic focuses, so be it physical theater or applied theater praxis. So there we invite external teachers. We also invite teachers for the block we call stagecraft. So now with the mask, we invite Alexei Wansel from Germany, and the other days they were people who working with the animation, giving them basic perspective of their praxis on the body and object, or object as the puppet. So there are these possibilities. So either in the frame of basic focus or stagecraft, or then as a courses or workshops dedicated for specific needs of students.
Okay, and so that would be a few days or a few weeks. I mean, I guess it's bespoke.
2 weeks, from 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay, excellent. Okay, I shall send you my details.
Very welcome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Any other comments or questions? Irina, dear, have you some comments?
Just to say that it was a great pleasure to listen to you and present the school. I studied in Prague. I finished my diploma, which would be today an MA, I guess.
When
in 75, and started in Bucharest. You saw my name. But life took me to Geneva. I worked for many years. I made many shows in Marionnette de Genève, which toured all over. In fact, I changed the theater, which was a very old kind of marionette theater, into a contemporary theater. And I saw shows from the École Dimitri at your old place. So it was a great pleasure to have this complex meeting and to see how much the school evolved. And I met you both in my thinking of theater. It's very nice and rewarding. So thank you very much.
Thank you. This I
Thank
would like to maybe add that it's a great possibility to work here because it's like a very alive organism, and the bureaucracy it's not so strong than the other countries, that we have really the possibility to change and to improve and to really to follow the things which we think that they work. Sometimes it's but really dangerous because you cannot change every year or every 2 years. So we really try to somehow focus on this tradition, but to build a new one in the needs of temporary times. And we really try to stay very open to the changes and to very open to the social and political changes and the theatrical cultural changes, because we are facing them every day. How we have this master very international. So and now, for example, in one class we have the Palestinian and Israeli students. So it's so we are facing all these things every day, and I think that it keeps us up and it keeps us very much in the presence. So we do not have the possibility to somehow stay in this old thing, but to not forget them, but to transform them to something which our students can benefit from. So and this is really great work to do, sometimes very hard, but very inspiring, I have to say.
This is wonderful, really, and you have, it's very hard, but you have the advantage not to be in a university heavy structure.
Yes.
Which is very formatted and closed.
Yeah. So, well, Farima wrote something and Beth answered with a, okay, Özlem from Turkey. So, did you read it, Pavel?
Yes, I'm trying to answer the chats.
Yes.
If I'm not acting right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Some other comments? Well, okay, Pavel is writing to Özlem, but well, I think we are arriving to the end of that meeting. And I want to thank you very much, everybody, to be here. Everybody, we have people from all countries, from all, not countries, but all continents, I think, because Karen was in Australia, so I am in China, so Isabella, Beth, Gabriela is in Brazil, So Carolina is in Brazil. Sorry, Carolina. Nelson, Brazil also. So, well, wonderful, wonderful. And thank you.
Chicago.
Yes, Chicago also. Yes, thank you, Pavel, and thank you, Anna. It was so beautiful for us to know that still alive this kind of school of programs can be done, because many times the structures of the university, which is very useful sometimes, but sometimes is like an iron, so you cannot change. It's like a transatlantic, and you are more in a boat, so you can be more agile. So as life. So, and that is so important for artists, for young artists. That's so important, and not to be close to only one kind. So it's really an example. So thank you very much for your presentation. And well, and to everybody, if you want to share, we will put on the UNIMA website the link of this record. And also there are other records from other schools, and it's the last meeting of this puppet training this year. So we will have the next, I think, at the end of February or beginning March. So we keep in touch, and thank you everybody again.
Thank you very much for invitation, Tito. Thanks a lot. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Pavel.
Ciao.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Grazie. Ciao.
Ciao, obrigado, gracias a todos.
Obrigado,
Thank you
obrigado.
and good night.
Good night, good night.
Good night. Yes. Some of you. Yes. Ciao.
Season's greetings.
Greetings.
Bye bye.
Greetings. Buon
Hope
Natale a
we'll
tutto il
stay in
mondo.
touch.
Take care, everyone. Take care.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, Anna and Pavel, we keep in touch by mail about what we talked before. Yeah. About this South Africa meeting. And well, thank you again. Big hug to you. And I hope to meet you next year in Switzerland, maybe in May or something like that, or in
It would
November.
be great. We have these presentations there, but this Marek already informed you, so it would be nice if you make the time. It's the beginning of May, but we will be in touch. So at least if you can come for a few days, it would be great. And even if it will be in different time, we can organize the program or something for you. So
thank you very much. Thank you. I will go. Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Ciao. Thank you. Ciao.